Ms. Aoki, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Good morning, distinguished colleagues. I am pleased to have this opportunity to present the report of the Global Environment Facility to the 14th session of the Conference of the Parties to the UN Convention to Combat Desertification. The report covers the period from 1st July 2017 to 30th June of 2019, coinciding with the last year of the 6th GEF replenishment phase, as well as the very first year of the 7th GEF replenishment period. The report presents a summary of activities undertaken by the GEF for the implementation of this convention, with an emphasis on how the GEF has addressed decisions on collaboration with the GEF from COP14, which was held in 2017. First, please allow me to begin with a summary of achievements from the GEF 6 period, from July 2014 to June 2018. We're pleased to report that $1.25 billion of GEF resources were made available for UNCCD implementation in the GEF 6 period, for a total of 136 projects and programs. Of this amount, $400 million is programmed from the land degradation focal area. Through multifocal area programs and projects, an additional amount of $846 million was programmed in conjunction with the land degradation resources. These projects and programs, when implemented, are expected to have 103 million hectares of land under sustainable management practices. These GEF resources leverage $6.8 billion with a co-financing ratio of 1:6. Second, I would like to present the summary of the replenishment for the GEF 7 period, from July 1, 2018 to June 30th, 2022. We're pleased to report that the GEF Trust Fund was replenished by 28 donors who pledged a total of $4.1 billion. The land degradation focal area has a notional allocation of $475 million for the GEF 7 period, which is an increase of 10% compared to the previous GEF period, in line with COP14 decision. The GEF 7 star allocation to countries for land degradation has also increased to $354 million from the initial GEF 6 star allocation of $346 million. Now, let me summarize the GEF support provided to countries for this important convention. In the 2-year reporting period, 75 projects and programs were approved with resources from the land degradation focal area and other related funding windows. The total GEF project grants for these projects amount to $783 million. Of this amount, $204 million were allocated from the land degradation focal area. The remaining amounts came from other areas. These projects leverage $5.7 billion of additional resources, achieving a co-financing ratio of 1:7. These figures point to the potential of the land agenda as a foundation for countries to seek multiple global environmental benefits and synergy among Rio Conventions and other relevant multilateral environmental agreements. The GEF portfolio of the last 2 years benefited 51 countries across all 5 UNCCD regions. In addition, the GEF approved support for 11 global and 8 regional projects and programs. Of particular relevance for this convention is the approval of the GEF 7 Impact Program on Food Systems, Land Use and Restoration, FOLUR, as well as the impact programs for the Amazon, the Congo Basin, the sustainable dryland landscapes. The GEF 7 impact programs are major contributors to implementing land degradation neutrality and desertification, land degradation and drought agenda, the DLDD agenda. A key focus of the GEF continues to be on land degradation neutrality. This focus is in line with the COP decision, which invited the GEF to continue its support for the implementation of the convention in the context of Sustainable Development Goals. In particular, the GEF financed the voluntary land degradation neutrality target setting in more than 60 countries so far, and also the Land Degradation Neutrality Fund Technical Assistance Facility, with the objective to provide project preparations and technical assistance services to build a strong portfolio of transformative projects. For GEF7, the focal area strategy is fully aligned with the land degradation neutrality concept and directly responds to convention priorities. In terms of performance, we're pleased to report strong progress, indicated by the expected results of the project cohort, contributing to 39 million hectares of land under sustainable management in the last year of GEF6, and 53 million hectares in the first year of GEF7. In addition, projects approved in the reporting period would mitigate more than 512 million tons of CO2 equivalent. Overall, the GEF investments in land degradation are responding to key elements of the UNCCD strategic framework for 2018 to 2030. Furthermore, I'm pleased to report that the new Memorandum of Understanding, which was adopted at COP14, has now been signed. In closing, please allow me to express our continued commitment to support countries to address the goals of this very important convention. We also acknowledge with gratitude the excellent cooperation extended by the Executive Secretary as well as the Convention Secretariat colleagues. We look forward to productive discussions and positive outcomes of this COP. Thank you, Mr. Chair.